All patients with unscrupulousness like to act pitiful, like to tell others how difficult their lives are, and like to tell others that they are actually very sincere to others. But he was deceived, and he acted very well, and he lied while pretending to be pitiful, and he hurt others while pretending to be pitiful. So when this psychologist's advice is that when a person often does not keep his word in front of you, often bullies you, or often shows irresponsible symptoms, you should take a look. If he has a lot of reasons to package himself as particularly pitiful, then you can basically judge to stay away from him. What is consciencelessness? It means that a person has no conscience at all. But many people in our lives cannot distinguish this because 96% of us are healthier and have more conscience. So when these people with conscience judge what those people, they will find it unacceptable and incredible. They will not think in that direction. For example, if there is a person who often steals things, some people will think that he always takes the wrong things. Well, we will use all kinds of ways that normal people can understand to explain this person's unscrupulous behavior. The biggest problem is that the patients with unscrupulous syndrome do not think they are sick. They even think they are pretty good. They think they are always the ones who get hurt. What are the common tricks of these people? First of all, the patients with unscrupulous syndrome are generally very charming. You will know if you watch more legal programs. The most common patients with unscrupulous syndrome in legal programs are those who deceive many people and fall in love with them. He can date many people at the same time, and when everyone recalls this person, they will say that he is so charming and so good at talking. Wow, I really fell in love with him when I heard him say that. This is charm. They all have very strong social skills, and they look bright and charming. Well, at least they can know what you want, and they are very smart to know all this. And the second thing is that they are willing to take risks. Pretend to be psychologists without a diploma? I don't think you can do such a thing. I don't dare to do it anyway. But they do, because they don't care about taking risks. Thinks it's exciting. And why many girls are deceived by those people who are out to cheat for money and sex, it's because these people like to take you on adventures. They often say, "We're fine. It doesn't matter if we don't have money. We can earn more after we spend it all. Let's swipe your credit card first. Let's go traveling." Or, "I want to invest in a business recently. If you support me, I will definitely make money this time. You lend me 1 million first." So these poor young women often take out a lot of money for them to squander, and then enjoy that kind of adventurous and passionate life with them. Because ordinary people have not experienced this. Ordinary people hide when they see adventure. But these people will take risks when they see them, so they have an attraction to adventure, and they have a particularly strong ability to identify good people. As soon as he sees it, he knows who can be bullied and who is easy to cheat, and he is good at cheating these people. There is also frequent seduction. They will use their bodies, their beauty, and youth to do such things. The next thing is good acting skills, either crying or getting angry. Whether he is crying or angry, you will feel that he is righteous and awe-inspiring, and you will feel that he is a good person. So these are the tricks we call common unscrupulous syndrome. The author summarizes 13 ways to protect yourself when facing unscrupulous evidence. The first and very important thing is that you must first know that it is very important to protect yourself. We must acknowledge the painful fact that some people have no conscience. You have to accept this first. This is the first rule. Second, when making judgments, follow your own intuition and don't be influenced by other people's identities. What are the identities? For example, this person is a teacher, this person is a doctor, this person is an animal lover, this person is a humanitarian, this person is a parent, etc. These identities that seem very safe and very positive on the surface cannot guarantee that this person is definitely a good person. Third, when considering establishing a new relationship with a person, use the principle of no more than 3 times to test this person's claims, commitments, and responsibilities, and take no more than 3 times as your personal principle. It is possible that someone may cheat you once and maybe they will be careless the second time. But if it happens the third time, then don't waste your time on him anymore. It is very dangerous. I once met a friend who boasted to me that he was never afraid of bad guys because he had a way to control them. I think he is really too confident. I advise these people to be careful, right? Stay away from these people. Then the fourth one is called questioning authority, which emphasizes the second point. That is, you must trust your intuition and anxious feelings. Especially when someone claims that the best way to solve certain problems is to dominate others. Use violence, start a war, or do something that goes against your conscience. Especially when the people around you no longer question authority, then you must learn to question authority. The fifth rule is to beware of flatterers. The author warns us about people who have no conscience and tend to flatter others to gain their trust and support. Therefore, it is crucial to be cautious when dealing with such individuals and avoid falling into their traps. Additionally, the sixth piece of advice suggests that we should reevaluate our definition of respect if needed. Sometimes we might confuse fear with respect, which can lead to unhealthy relationships. To prevent this, we should question our motives and determine whether we genuinely respect someone or just fear them. Finally, the seventh tip advises us not to engage in their games and limit our interaction with them. We should refrain from trying to fix their behavior, as it might not be the right thing to do. Because doing so will not only lower your standards, but also make you ignore an important thing, which is that you have to protect yourself. Then the eighth principle is that the best way to protect yourself is to avoid antisocial personality and refuse to contact and communicate with them. Geographical therapy, stay away. And the ninth, question your own soft-heartedness, because don't forget, these people are particularly good at pretending to be pitiful. Once he pretends to be pitiful, well, you will be soft-hearted. The 10th, don't try to make up for something that can't be made up for. It's just a mistake once, and you have this experience of being at a disadvantage. Just admit it, and then don't try to go back and say, I want to beat him again. Don't think about it. 11th, never agree to help antisocial personality conceal his true character out of sympathy or other reasons. Some people can't get along in a place anymore. He will ask you to keep it a secret for him, and if you tell anyone, I will be finished, etc. Don't make such a promise for him. You have no obligation to do so, and doing so will bring danger to others. The 12th rule is to protect your own mind. What does it mean to defend your own mind? It means not to let someone without conscience, or even a group of such people, convince you that human nature is a failure. Most people have consciences, and most people have the ability to love, so you need to defend this sense of justice rather than being influenced by them. Then the 13th said that living a good life is the best revenge for antisocial personality disorder. That is, don't bear a grudge against them. The best revenge for them is to live a happier life, to make your life flourish, and to keep moving forward. We need to look forward, and not live in the hurt of the past every day. I have given this example before, that is, the biggest harm to you is not the knife that someone else stabbed you with, but that you often pull out the knife to look at it, then get angry, and then stab it back. This kind of repeated harm is the biggest harm to us, so we must move forward, pass by them, and stay away from them.